Hey folks, it's Gecko and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you a slightly different video. I've never done one of these before. And that's a book haul. Booktube staple. But the reason I've never done one before is because I was like, where do I start? Because I've never done a bookshelf tour. So I'm going to help with this one. Has been since the beginning of the month. I'm not including the March Fairy Loot in this, because you've already seen that. So I'm just going to go through them. There's one. 14 books on this. Most of them did not pay full price for. I'll show you why. And that's another reason I don't really do book hauls, because I spend lots of my time at charity shops. So for me, I buy a lot of things second hand and some things on offer. So I don't really like doing the second hand thing because it feels weird. But you know, whatever, I'm just going to go with it. First on my list is this, which is a new one. It's the latest Jack Reacher book in paperback. It's the first one co-written with Lee Charles' younger brother Andrew. It's called The Sentinel. I'll do it this way. And as you can tell, I don't know if you can actually see, but it literally goes Lee Child, Lee Child, Lee Child, Victoria Shaw, Lee Child, Lee Child, Lee Child. All my books I've read because I'm utterly obsessed. I'm currently making my way through the short stories as well as past tense, which is the 2 books before this one, so I'm very caught up. If I know what they're about, I'll tell you. If not, I'll give you kind of a brief overview. I mean, this video is already going to be ages long, so you know me. Just sit back, relax, have a drink, and watch me go insane over books. So, this says, Jack Reacher gets off the bus in a sleepy no-name town outside Nashville, Tennessee. He plans to grab a cup of coffee and move right along. Not going to happen. The town has been shut down by a cyber attack. At the centre of it all, whether he likes it or not, is Rusty Rutherford. He's an average IT guy, but he knows more than he thinks. As the bad guys move in on Rusty, Reacher moves in on them. And I love this. As soon as I got it and read it, I didn't know what it was about. And I know next one's called Better Off Dead. And that comes out in hardcover in... I always spill my drinks on myself, don't worry about that. The next one comes out in hardcover in October, so I'll be waiting until this time next year to pick up Better Off Dead in paperback. But I'm very excited, looking forward to this one. I'll move these over a bit and start doing that. Next on my list, books 2 and 3 of a series. So we have Ignite Me and Unravel Me. Pretty sure it goes Unravel Me then Ignite Me. I will double check. It goes Unravel Me then Ignite Me. So Unravel Me, Ignite Me. The books 2 and 3 of the Chassamy series, which is why I've got this one out. It's a very fluffy paperback. And this one, My Touch is Lethal, it's crossed out My Touch is Power. I love the eyes. I've actually got Restore Me somewhere over here. And I need to read it. But now I have books 2 and 3. I had 1 and 4, so it makes sense. I have a curse. I have a gift. I'm a monster. I'm more than human. My touch is lethal. My touch is power. I am their weapon. I will fight back. No one knows where Juliet's touch is fated, but the re-establishment has plans for her. Plans to use her as a weapon. But Juliet has plans of her own. After a lifetime without freedom, she's finally discovering a strength to fight back for the very first time. To find a future with the one boy she thought she'd lost forever. And these two continue on in much similar fashion. It was originally going to be a trilogy, and then it's now 6 books with 2 novella bind-ups, which I'm very excited to read. I've read the first novella bind-up, so that's interesting. Now, until the end of the pile. No, I lie. We have the first and cherry books, and then the one I pay full price for, and then all the way down until the last one. So when I was in Sue Ryder Care, Sue Ryder Care, the charity shop, I saw this. It's called Very British Problems by Rob Temple, and I was like, I like a laugh. So it has, it's a very small book, but I quite like it. It says, have you ever broken out in hives at the suggestion that you introduce yourself? Watched in horror as someone helps themselves to the last roast potato? Or watched Brexit-related news that you've started shouting, order, order, in meetings? Then you may be suffering from very British problems. And then it kind of like jokingly asks you to follow their Twitter page. This is really funny. I need to get the other ones. Yes. They're all sort of like this. Sort of little quips. The awkwardness to a room full of people responding to, how's everyone feeling, with complete silence. Next is the book that I paid full price for the other day. Actually, yesterday. So these, apart from one I bought yesterday, apart from this one, they're all from charity shop. So this is The House with Chicken Legs by Sophie Anderson. This cover is utterly stunning. And if I kind of like move a bit, you can have to do it light. So this is a middle grade with beautiful illustrations. If I find my favourite one, it's here with the little design. I don't know why, they're just very nice. This, The House with Chicken Legs, is Marinka dreams of a normal life, where her house stays in place long enough for her to make friends. But her house has chicken legs and moves on without warning. For Marinka's grandmother is Baba Yaga, who guides spirits between this world and the next. Marinka longs to change her destiny and set out to break free from her grandmother's footsteps, but her house has other ideas. Cute Russian folklore story. And yes, I'm very looking forward to reading this. Now, the first one I got yesterday, and I still have the prices on because I just got them. This is, and they're all by the same author, by the way. This is Virginia Andrews' book, Hidden Jewel. This is the fourth novel in the Landry series. But the first one is all the... No, Yes, the first one is Ruby, and I guess it's a family saga thing. I don't know anything about this one at all. All I know is that I love Virginia Andrews, so... This is the one that comes directly before that. Again, I don't know anything about it, but this is number 3. Began with Ruby and continued with Pearl in the Mist. And... yes. I'm very happy to get all of these for 50p. And I can't wait to read them eventually. This one I technically already had. This is My Sweet Audrina, also by Virginia Andrews. The reason I had to get another copy is because when I was moving my books around, this happened. So I had to get another one. This one is large print, but I think I'll be able to read it. Usually I get a headache with large print, so I'm hoping that it goes well. Next, we have another Virginia Andrews book called Tarnished Gold, and this is the prequel to the Landry series that I've already sort of gone through. I have no idea what this is about, and again this is more of a large print book, which is fine. Next is the book I got on the same day as I got Very British Problems. This is My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. This one's kind of been doing the rounds on BookTube, not so much in the YA section, but enough that I've seen it. So this is okay. This is about all he did was fall in love with me and the world turned into a monster. Okay, so this is... I don't... Okay. Vanessa Y was 15 years old when she first had sex with her English teacher. She is now 32, and in the storm of allegations against powerful men in 2017, the teacher, Jacob Strain, has just been accused of sexual abuse by another former student. Vanessa is horrified by this news because she's quite certain that the relationship we had with Strain wasn't abuse. It was love. She's sure of that. Forced to rethink her past, to revisit everything that happened, Vanessa has to redefine the great love story of her life. Her great sexual awakening as rape. Now she must deal with the possibility that she might be a victim, and just one of many. Nuanced, uncomfortable, bold and powerful, My Dark Vanessa goes straight to the heart of some of the most complex issues of our age. So, yes. It feels... Yes, this is gonna... It feels like this is going to be a very good book. It does say on this, the book everyone will be talking about, and a lot of people aren't talking about it, so it'll be interesting to see what it's like. I was going to say what it's about, but, you know. This is another Virginia Andrews book. This is Delilah's Heart, which I believe is the sequel to Delilah's Crossing, which I know nothing about. Again, I don't really know what these books are about. And because it's a sequel, I don't really want to read into it because I don't want to spoil anything. Next we have Midnight Whispers, also by Virginia Andrews and also 50p. This is the 4th volume in the Cutler family saga, Dawn, Secrets of the Morning and Twilight's Child. I think I might already have this in paperback, but I don't actually know, and also it's hardcover, so... What's the problem is, this is pretty much the only shelf it'll fit on. Because it's a very tall book. Let's see if I have. That one's a small paperback. I don't really. What is that? This is a huge book. Is it the same size? Ooh, this is the same size. So this is a very big book. That's not helping at all, is it? This is a regular size paper. This is a regular size hardcover. And as you can see, if I put them at the same level, there. This is very big, so it has problems fitting on shelves. This is a very beautiful, a very beautiful edition of Wuthering Heights, Bothman, because this is my favourite classic. Now to make sure this gets hidden, because the cats will destroy it, as they have with other books that have these bookmarks. There we go. Finally, for the charity shop books, I have Twilight's Child, the 3rd book in the Cutler family saga. Okay. The spellbinding story of a young bride struggle to escape a legacy of illusion and deceit, distrust, betrayal, as she tries to create a haven of warmth and love for her new family. So, generic Virginia Andrews. Oh, I can tell you about what My Sweet Audrina is about. It's not part of the series. The house in the wood was picturesque and charming. The family who lived there were happy and affluent. So what was the secret to that room? The empty of everything but the rocking chair. Audrina wanted to be as good as her sister. Audrina knew her parents could not love her as much as they loved her sister. Her sister was perfect, much loved, and dead. But how did she die? Who was Audrina, and whom did she have to become? What was the secret that everyone knew? Everyone except my sweet Audrina. I have read it, and I will say, it's very good. But Victoria Andrews is Virginia Andrews is one of my favourite authors. So, and finally, I have the Fairy League Special Edition of Occulta. It was slightly earlier this month, and this is the sequel to Nocturnal. Showing just the blue one over there. I might have already mentioned this, but I don't think I have. So, this is the special edition, This one is red. The regular edition is blue because the original edition was blue. It's got lovely sprayed edges. I just go back a bit. You can see that. Let the light hit it. It's very good. It's a Dominican inspired fantasy. There's the under the dust jacket is beautiful blue. Should have grabbed the first one to show you, to tell you what the first one was about. There's a box in my way. I read this last year. Didn't think I would enjoy it, but I did. So that's something. So this is the first one, which is, if you find the original version of this, it's this colour. So just really just switch the colours around. But this one, which is a very beautiful book, Magia para todos, magic for all. To Finian Void, magic is two things: a knife to hold onto the throat of anyone who crosses her, and a disguise she shrugs on as easily as others put on cloaks. As a talented face shifter, it's been years since Finn has seen her own face, and that's exactly how she likes it. But when she gets caught by a powerful mobster, she's forced into an impossible mission: steal a legendary treasure from Castellan's royal palace, or be stripped of her magic forever. To Prince Alfea, magic is an escape, but one that comes at a price. First in line for the throne after the disappearance of his older brother, Alfie's are desperate to find him and bring him home, even if it means dabbling in forbidden magic. And when Finn and Alfie's fates collide, they realise magic can be other things too, and the type they accidentally release into the world is something neither of them expects or understands. It's hungry. This is not as pretty under the dust jacket. So it has the nice blue edges. And this is going to be a trilogy as far as I'm aware. So I hope Verily does the third one as well. I'm very excited to read that. Ooh. My wrists are incredibly weak today, it seems. Lots of stuff on my floor. Oh, come on. Books are falling down left, right and centre here. Hello, McGonagall. Right. Should have done this before I started filming. Made sure there was nothing in my way. But oh well. Do you like my books, McGonagall? There she is. And that's how she always acts when the camera's on her. Isn't that right, Mog? My baby girl. She likes books. Yep, she's not interested. So, have you read any of these books? Let me know. Do you like Virginia Andrews? I know the ghostwriter isn't as popular as the original author, but I like them. I'm gonna go. What are we going to do with you, Mog? Sorry about that. So, yes, let me know if you've read any of these books. What you think of them. I know the Shatter Me series isn't as popular as it used to be. But yes, please feel free to let me know what you think. know if you can hear that, the microphone's picking that up. But yes, thank you for watching, and hope you have a lovely day or evening or whatever time this is for you. Bye.